We're going to take 5 views of an elbow. We're going to start with the AP. We're going to put the arm straight out. Again, humerus and forearm should be on the same plane. Epicondyles of the distal humerus should be parallel with the IR. We're going to center mid-elbow joint. The hand is supinated. Condyles parallel. So that would be a good AP of an elbow. Our next projection is going to be lateral. So we're going to bend the elbow 90 degrees. We're going to turn the wrist up into a lateral. We're still going to center mid-elbow joint. So move that up just a little bit. Good. Now we have a lateral of the elbow and a lateral, the wrist is in a lateral projection. So it would be a lateral of the elbow. Now, sometimes we have to do obliques, and the obliques are for coronoid process and for radial head. So we're going to do an external oblique. So we're going to put the arm straight out, then we're going to oblique her laterally 45 degrees. You notice that the patient actually has to lean back for that. So the condyles of the distal humerus are actually going to be 45 degrees to the IR. So this plane right here is going to be 45 degrees. We're still going to center mid-elbow joint. And the reason we do this view is to see the radial head in profile without any superimposition of the ulnar. So we shoot straight down. Our next projection is going to be for the coronoid process. It's going to be an internal or medial oblique. So in this plane, we're going to rotate the condyles 45 degrees medial. So by medial, this plane right here is at a 45 degrees. So these condyles are at a 45 degree angle. And in this view, we see the coronoid process in profile without any superimposition of the radius. So it would be a internal or medial oblique. Now, many times the patient can't actually do that external oblique. If you notice that it was difficult for the patient to actually do. So we're going to do something called the coil method for radial head. At this point, we're going to bend the elbow 90 degrees. We're going to leave the palm down on this. We're going to angle it to 45 degrees towards the elbow, towards the shoulder. So our elbow is bent at 90 degrees. Radial head is on the radius. Just bring this up. The radius is going to be the radial head is going to be right about here. So by doing this, we are going to elongate the radial head. Just be careful over here, because by angling 45 degrees, we're going to actually project the radial head into this area that's right here. So if you're using a smaller IR, you got to be really careful that you don't throw it right off the image. This is got a DR cassette, so we're going to angle right here, and that would be a 45 degree coil method for radial head. It's much easier for the patient to do. It does distort it somewhat, but it'll free it from superimposition of the ulna.